For those of you receiving food stamps through the SNAP program, you're going to be getting a temporary sigh of relief, and that's what I want to share with you here in the video, as we got some good news, which is highlighted right here in this article. And as requested by those of you in the community, I want to pop this up on the screen in just a second so you can see and read for yourself exactly what they talked about and what they're no longer going to be doing within the food stamp and SNAP program, which is honestly a really good thing. And this is great news for the 42 million people that are out there. I know this month, November, has been a total nightmare for food stamp and SNAP beneficiaries. Obviously, there's only a few days left of November, but they continue to talk about more major changes. And just the other day, I hosted a live stream talking about some details as far as what they're not going to be doing with this program. And I've had some people reaching out asking for further details, which is why I want to pop this up in just a second so you can see and read it for yourself. This is just one of many articles that is out there, but I found this one to actually be pretty good and highlight the details pretty well for you. All right, so first off, let me highlight this for just a second here and talk through some of the details. Now, we've heard many different things, right? That's kind of a loaded question or loaded statement there, because honestly, we've heard so many things out of USDA, the Agriculture Secretary, Brooke Rollins. We've heard all kinds of different things out. But they've also indicated that, oh, we're going to have everybody reapply for the program. Well, not quite so fast. In fact, let's pop this up right here, right now. Feel free to read through the details of this, but here's what I want you to see for yourself. So the idea was, for the last couple weeks here, was to get everybody to reapply for food stamps. No, right? And we're all like, what? That's going to be a huge mess. Well, as you can see here in this article, they backed away from that idea. So they're actually not going to be doing that according to this, okay? And this is exactly what I talked about in that live stream the other day, where I came back and I said, well, guess what? They reversed, they walked back, they flipped, they flopped. And that's exactly what they're doing here as well. So they're suggesting that they're not going to require everybody to reapply for benefits anymore, but rather, instead of reapplying, they're going to use the regular recertification process, or basically the qualification process that they use roughly every 6 to 12 months, again, depending on a person's exact situation, the state in which they're located, and again, other details like that, to determine how often they review somebody's eligibility for the SNAP program. They're going to use that to just determine somebody's eligibility. So no longer does everybody need to reapply, but rather, hey, we're just going to use the process we already have in place just to recertify somebody's eligibility. Really? Can't believe that they thought of this idea. I mean, wow, this is crazy, right? They actually thought of an idea that they already had in place to recertify somebody's eligibility. Yeah, that's apparently what they're going to be doing. So, I don't know, it just seems kind of silly. Why would they even talk about having everybody reapply in the first place when literally every 6 to 12 months, they're making everybody go through this process essentially all over every year anyway, right? So again, I've had a few people reaching out saying, I just went through this process of recertifying and just, requalifying my eligibility. Do I need to do this as well? Okay, as far as this whole idea of reapplying. And, well, here you go. Apparently they're going to walk that back, and they're not going to do that anymore, which, as I was talking about, ever since that whole idea was floated a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, this is going to be a disaster. This is going to be a massive disaster if they really require everybody to reapply for these benefits. Luckily, as far as what they're saying now, I think we've all recognized this so far. Whatever they say is all subject to change, because that's just typically what they do. They come out and say one thing, they come back a couple days later or hours or weeks later and reverse it and say the total opposite. This is where they're at now. So originally a couple weeks ago, it was everybody has to reapply. Now, just the other day, it was, no, actually, I guess we don't have to have everybody reapply. We're just going to use the regular processes we already have in place. That's where we're at now. Who knows? Maybe they come out with something else here and say, oh no, everybody needs to reapply, or jump through these other flaming hoops instead. Now, quick side note as well. The Agriculture Secretary was out a few days ago in an interview and indicated some major overhaul changes to the food stamp SNAP program to be announced the first week of December. Okay, so as I film this video right here, December is still a few days away, okay? But my point being is that I still wouldn't be shocked, and in fact, we still anticipate that some major changes are still likely to be coming here the first week of December. That's still a few days out from right now as I film this video right now, but I just want you to know, as we roll into December here in just a matter of days, I will keep you posted on that as far as any further details and what they're suggesting, but they're still talking about a major overhaul to this program in just a matter of days. We'll see what that's going to be. I'm not sure if this was it as far as the reapplication process or what it's going to be. Nobody really knows. Apparently, they continue to come back and say, oh, there's going to be this massive overhaul. Nobody really knows what that is. So we're all kind of like scared / not really sure what to think about this whole thing. Not even sure where they're going with this or what that's going to be. But apparently, the program's going to be massively overhauled. I don't know. Okay, either way, I'll keep you posted on that as we get that more information. By the way, that is not including the major changes that started for this program back at the beginning of November, as in the new work requirements for the higher age range there, 18 through 64. I talked about that just the other day in a separate dedicated video. And how about 3.5 million people are going to be losing their food stamp / SNAP benefits because of these changes. And not only that, the new definition of a dependent as well. Basically, a dependent is somebody 13 and under, no longer under the age of 18. So 17 and under, that's not the definition of a dependent anymore in regards to the SNAP program, but rather a new dependent, the new dependent definition is what I should say. The new dependent definition is 13 and under, not what it was before, okay? So somebody 14 and above is no longer considered a dependent in the eyes of this program. Either way, stand by. For those of you that are wondering and wanting to see this, here you go. This is just one article that I popped up for you a little while ago. This article here, I hope that helps you. Again, I will continue to keep you posted on this as we get any further details. A lot of things continue to happen right now. Super busy time. If you have not done so, please consider subscribing. 100% free. It's going to be a busy time between now and the end of the year. I know I've been saying that a lot lately, but it is. I mean, just notice what has gone on in November. Pretty weird, busy time. A lot of big things happened. And honestly, it was very chaotic as well. A lot of major things that were happening. Anyway, I'm going to continue to watch everything very closely, and I will continue to bring you updates in live streams, in videos just like this. Whatever happens, of course, I'll bring it to your attention immediately. Thank you so much for watching this. Really appreciate all of you. Again, please subscribe if you're new here. 100% free. Big subscribe button right down below the video. Please share the video. Big share button right down below as well. Otherwise, check out the well over 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. And keep those comments, questions, and feedback coming in. Again, I know that all of these new rules that have been implemented as far as the work requirements and the new dependent definition, I know this is very confusing. I get it. I see the comments down below, which is why I've hosted a couple live streams about it over the last couple months here. I've had a couple dedicated videos here in November talking about these as well, just because I get all the questions. And I know that it can be very, very confusing because people are very worried. Does this mean I have to go get a job in order to get my food stamp, my SNAP benefit? Not necessarily, but maybe, okay? And again, it really depends on everybody's situation. So anyway, just stay posted. And again, drop your comments down below. If you want me to come back in a dedicated video or live stream, let me know. I can certainly do that. Otherwise, please enjoy your day. Again, please subscribe, share the video, big subscribe and share button down below. Otherwise, enjoy your day. Take care. And I'll catch you again later in the next video. I'll see you for now.